Today we are diving into how to create a coaching program. Right, so I'm really excited. I'm live on Facebook and Instagram at the same time, so hello if I'm looking either direction and not you, I apologize, that's why. And if you're watching this or listening to this on the replay or on the podcast, you're going to be like, and I say this every week, you're going to be like, what is she on about? So today I'm going to be talking about how to create a coaching program. This is a question that has come up so much within the research that I've done very recently around what do you need help with, what do you need support with, and it's really come about with me getting really curious about what you need and what help and support you're requesting, as to why I'm talking about this topic. So I've got some notes in front of me just to make sure that I cover everything that I want to cover, and we are under a time frame, so as usual I want to get as much content as possible and as much value as possible into 10, 15 minutes, 20 minutes max, and to cover some stuff really to give you some actionable stuff. So you may want to grab a pen or a piece of paper, or you may want to catch this again on a replay at another time, because I'm going to really dive in and give you some really actionable stuff. So as always, I'm Rebecca Lockwood, your neuro-linguistic programming trainer, hypnosis trainer and breakthrough coach trainer, and I'm super excited to support you today. We do have some bonus offers on our NLP practitioner program this week, which you can find. If you're on Instagram, you'll find it in the link in my bio. If you're on Facebook, you'll find it in the notes above. And if you're listening to this on the replay, you'll find it in the show notes. Okay, so let's dive in. How to create a coaching program. So the first thing that we need to do is we need to really understand what is the outcome that you're getting for your client, right? What is the outcome that you're getting for your client? Like, why are your clients actually working with you? What is it that they're coming to you for? What problems do they have? What needs do they have? What do they think is the problem? What do you think is the problem? And what are they telling you is the solution to their problem? It's really important to understand fully like what the client wants and what they will get as the outcome as they go through your coaching program, right? So the kind of questions that you want to ask is, what is the outcome you're getting for your client? What are you actually working towards? What's in it for the client, right? What is the client's problem? What are they telling you that they need help with? What are they asking you for? And what do you love helping people with the most, right? What do you love helping people with the most? Now, it's important to ask yourself this question as well, because sometimes you may be asking the wrong people the right questions, right? Or sometimes you might be asking the right people the wrong questions. So as long as you're asking these questions and you're asking them to the right people who you want to work with, they will tell you what they need help with. So when you are getting curious about your customer, and I talk about this a lot, and when you're getting curious about your customer, you need to ensure that you're really also applying what you want to do as well. Because if your customer is telling you that they need help with something, but you just don't enjoy doing whatever that is, so say for example, your client tells you that they need help with setting tech up, right? And you're a coach, and they're telling you that they need help with the tech side of the business. That may not be what you help with, right? So that question, although you're getting the answer to it, it also is really important to say, okay, well, what do I enjoy doing as well? Like, based on what my customers are saying, or my potential customers are saying, what is it about that lights me up, right? So if, for example, someone was saying to you they need help with tech a lot, you'd know that, well, just because they're requesting that doesn't mean that I help with that, right? Doesn't mean that I help with that. So it's also really important to make sure that you're checking in with yourself and what you help people with as well. So based on the outcome that you're getting for your clients and what that specific niche is, you could say, what that specific outcome is, what is it that you love to help people with based on that outcome, right? So number 2, what is the result your clients are going to get when they go through the program? What are the tangible results that your clients are going to get when they go through your program? So ask yourself, when they finish your program, what are they going to be able to do, right? How will their life be different? What will they be able to do that they couldn't do before? right? What would they be able to do that they couldn't do before? So for an example, if your program was, maybe you're a health and wellness coach, for example, and your program helped people lose weight and it's a tangible result. When they've gone through your program, something that they couldn't do before may have been fit into a size 12 pair of jeans. Something that they could do after maybe fit into a size 12 jeans, right? And that is just an example that I've just pulled out of the air that might not be relevant even if you are a health and wellness coach or a personal trainer or whatever. That's just an example. Some people that I speak to who work in personal training or health and wellness don't do that, don't get people that outcome, right? It's different. And some people may help with weight loss, but they don't measure it in that way. Okay, so that's just an example. So how will their life be different as they go through your program? What will the results be? Yeah, what results will they get as they go through the program? Okay, number 3, based on your training that you've had as a coach, whether you've trained in coaching, whether you've trained in neuro-linguistic programming, whatever modality you've trained in, based on your training, what do you already know that will support your clients to get this outcome? Right? What do you already know that will support your clients to get this outcome? Yeah, so it's really important as well to think when you're looking for your training to make sure that you're not limited by what you can help people with. So within our neuro-linguistic programming and breakthrough coach training that we have some bonuses on this week, you can find the details if you're on Instagram in my bio or if you're on Facebook in the link in the comments above. But within our program, we make sure that you're not limited as a coach to what you can help people with. So as you go through our program, you'll come out of the other end with tons of tools and tons of techniques that you can implement into a process, whatever the outcome is that you're getting for people, okay? Because you learn so much within the process and within the program. When you come out the other end, you can help people with business coaching, with mindset coaching, with manifestation coaching, with law of attraction coaching, with parenting coaching as a teacher. You know, there are so many different things that you can do with it once you've been through it. So when you're thinking about your training, that's also something to really, really take in mind as well. So based on the training that you've had, what do you already know that will support your clients to get that outcome? So make sure that you're not restricted within your training to a certain coaching. Pull together all of the training that you've had and put it all together. So what you could do is you could just sit down literally and just write a list of everything that you know how to do that helps people get that specific outcome, that specific solution, and include all of the experience that you have in this area. So there may be some things that you may not have trained in. However, you have experienced something as you've gone through it in life and you've got the outcome that you wanted. So this also is relevant as well, right? It's also important to take note of that because some things within that may either inspire you to put something in your process, or it may give you some tools or some actions that you took that you can apply to the process as well, right? So include all of the experience that you have in this area and ask yourself, are there any other things that you need to learn to be able to take people through this process? So based on what you already know and have already trained in, is there anything else that you may need to add on additionally? So for example, I have a lot of coaches come to us who go through our neuro-linguistic programming practitioner course who have already done a coaching course, but they've just found that there's something missing or there's something that's stopping them from getting their clients to that next level. And so they go through our program to be able to learn the tools and techniques to be able to take their clients through a process that will get the outcome that they want, right? So have a think about, is there anything else in your training that you need? Is there anything else that you need to add on? Is there anything else that you need to add to your tool of tools? Right, number 4, pull together your process in a step-by-step plan. So based on what you've written down in number 3, order it from start to finish. So you may find you wrote down a list, but it's not necessarily in order. So just move them around a little bit and try it on and have a play around with it and ask yourself, okay, if somebody's starting right from the beginning, what do I need to do with them first? Then what do I need to do with them? Then what do I need to do with them? Then what do I need to do with them in order to get this specific outcome? Okay, so we start with the outcome first because then we know what steps we can put into the process to get the outcome that you want to get your clients through going through your program. Okay, so based on what you've written down, order it from start to finish. Think about where will they begin and then where will they end based on the outcome that they're going to get through going through your program. And from that, you'll then have the length of the program. So a lot of people come to me and they say, how long should I make my coaching program? And I'll say, I don't know. like genuinely, I don't know, because it's your process, it's your program. It depends on what the outcome is. It depends on what the steps are within that process. It depends on who you're working with. There are so many different variables to your coaching program that I can't just say to you, oh, well, a 6-month plan is great, or a 12-month plan is great, or a 6-week plan, because it's all dependent on you, how you work with people, and who your client is and what the outcome is that you're going to get for them, right? So it's really important to factor that in, okay? So from that, you'll have the length of the program. And then number 5, decide how you are going to format that process, right? Decide how you are going to format that process. So ask yourself, will there be one-to-one sessions within this? So this is really important because, like, I always prefer to do group settings, and you can scale your business so much easier if you do a group program. However, there may be some cases where maybe you're working on something specific that people may not want to share openly with a group setting, and so you have to have some one-to-one sessions included in that, right? So it's really important to take that into mind. Also, you might think, right, well, I can do my program where I have the same process and I have one-to-one, and that's like a VIP option. And I can also do the same process with a group setting, which costs a little bit less, but people are in a group setting. Okay, so you can still take people through the same process and have some one-to-one included for some people and not for others as an option. Yeah, so will there be one-to-one sessions? Will you have a group sessions? Will there be some self-study, right? Will you record some content for them to watch in their own time? Will you have some self-study teamed with the group sessions? Yeah, so will you have some self-study pre-recorded that will also then perhaps include a weekly group session or a weekly one-to-one session? What will support your clients to go through the process and get the help that they need to get the result? Right, so that's the important thing. What do I need to put in place in order to get my clients the result that they want? Yeah, that's the most important thing. And based on that, you'll be able to decide how to format your sessions and how to format the process. I'm a massive fan of doing self-study teamed with group sessions, because in your group sessions you can have the support to ask questions, ask where are you up to right now, what support do you need, is there anything extra that you need from me? And then the self-study then doesn't take up your time because you've already pre-recorded it and they're going through it in their own time. And then the group sessions are you live and you supporting them live. Now, it may be that when you first deliver your program, you do them both live, right? So you do a teaching segment, maybe, which is live, and then you record it, and then the second time you run it, and the second time people go through it, it's pre-recorded because you've used them sessions, right? So that's it, really. So just to recap then, we were talking about how to create a coaching program. And the step-by-step process is, number 1, what is the outcome that you're getting for your client? Really dive into that deeply and understand your client, get really curious. Number 2, what is the result your client is going to get when they go through your program? What are the outcomes? What are they going to be able to do? Number 3, based on your training, what do you already know that will support your clients to get this outcome? Write a list of everything you know, and perhaps start to think about, is there anything that you need to add on to be able to support them further? Number 4, pull together your process in a step-by-step process. And number 5, decide how you are going to format the process, whether you're going to do self-study teamed with group sessions, one-to-one, maybe just one-to-one, or one-to-one with group, or one-to-one group and self-study, and you can decide how to format that based on the outcome that you're going to get for people. So that's it from me today. I hope you enjoyed this. We have some amazing bonuses on the NLP practitioner course, and they are, if you're on Instagram, you can find them in the link in the bio. If you're on Facebook, you can find them in the notes above. If you're listening on the podcast, you can find them in the show notes. literally, if you join us today, we will be sending all of our packages out with this beauty, which is our NLP practitioner manual, which literally dives so deep into the content of NLP. So our packages are going out within the next hour. So if you were to join us now, you would literally have this sat on your lap by tomorrow and you'd be able to start going through the content immediately. Our students are already getting amazing results, and it's been really fascinating and amazing to support them and see the quick wins that we've been getting already. So you can find out all the details of our NLP program in the link in my bio on Instagram or in the show notes on Facebook. So that's it from me. Have an amazing day, and I'll be catching you the same time next week.